Alright, so we're here in Flushing, Michigan, Riverside Park right now. So Black Lives Matter. I'm calling it a march and protest at the same time. There's just several speakers that spoke for a little over an hour at the park, including DeWaun Robinson, who's the president of Black Lives Matter in Flint, and Johnie Franklin III. There's Sheriff Chris Swanson right there. It is a little sunny, so it might be hard to see at times. There's probably about, I'll let the crowd walk by here, but I'd say at least 200, maybe 250. There was local police, as well as state police and the FBI. In the weeks leading up to the event, had looked into some threats that had been made on some private Facebook groups regarding the protest. Been told yesterday, and it's kind of discussed today, but it was also said that they were found to be non-credible, not credible, the threats. It was addressed by some of the speakers today in terms of those threats weren't going to stop them from being here today.
Hey guys.
So right now, if people that are familiar with Flushing, we are walking up to the Flushing A here. So, well, geographic, we're at Cherry and Mill Streets right now. Crowd here is going to be marching up to Main Street. I believe they're set to turn right on Main Street and head down Main to Flushing City Hall, which is City Hall. There's a City Hall building, but also the police department is in the same building as well. As we've seen at other marches as well. Just looking at the signs. See skin color as a weapon. Flushing Black Lives Matter. A sign that says you matter. Hashtag Black Lives Matter.
There's a few of them out here. Most of the
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
See a few people taking Facebook videos.
George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd!
People along the side of the road here taking video, just kind of watching as the crowd moves through town. The sign says, if you're not outraged, you're not paying attention. I like this side.
She had you. She could wear my side.
Several people on the side of the road handing out water to protesters, marchers. The front drives here to the Beacon and Bridge and Flushing blocked off. Was told a little earlier that there would be some vehicles placed strategically along the route just to kind of watch as people move by. This is here at the State Farm. They're handing out water. It is incredibly warm out here today. Some people just sitting out on the front porches of their homes. And this is DeWaun here, Robinson.
You got us on live. Come on, bro. What's good, bro?
What's going on, man? It's Johnie Franklin III right there, and DeWaun Robinson. DeWaun, as I said earlier, is the president of Black Lives Matter in Flint. Johnie is the vice president of the organization. Walking down the sidewalk here. People have written Black Lives Matter here on the sidewalk. Some different names, BLM. Cops and Robbers, the ice cream shop here in town. People standing out front. Some people stopping here. It's just warm. Checking on the shoes. Coming up, looks like the front of the group, and kind of maybe halfway in the back here is coming up to Flushing United Methodist Church along Main Street. And people chanting the different names: George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. I'd say maybe a third in. There's quite a few people going back. A little hard to see because it is pretty bright out here. I'm gonna try and swing to the front of the group here in a minute. Got people here handing out free water at the church. Grab one of these. We'll get up in the crowd here a little bit. Kind of have two chants going on at the same time in the front and the back of the group here. Seen a lot of people in the crowd wearing, well, there's people selling the shirts actually at the park there. But, some of them saying anti-racism, you know, the Black Lives Matter t-shirts. People standing out again by the side of their homes. Got some more people over here handing out water. Thank you though. Y'all are just joining. Everything started at about 5 o'clock. There were several speakers at Riverside Park, I believe, here in Flushing. Currently marching down Main Street right now to Flushing City Hall / the police department. You see several people sitting on their porches, bottles of water in hand, and watching the crowd move by. To varying degrees of support, I should say. There's some people sitting here. American flag in the back of their car. Where are we at? Oakbrook Circle? Oakbrook Circle. Need to speed up here a minute. Couple cheers going at the same time. Black Lives Matter, no justice, no peace. Going up a little here, there in a second. Let's see. I think City Hall is within eye shot here. We'll set out some sprinklers here actually for people to walk through.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! We really are.
The organizers have said all along that they wanted it to be a peaceful protest. Just wanted to let people know about their movement. There's other people shooting live video as well. Alright, we're coming up to the city offices here, police department.
Don't say nothing. It ain't about back in the badge. If the badge is doing something wrong, then that's a problem. Okay. Well, then those ones that have a problem, the ones that don't need to be out there in the street, those are the ones we got a problem with. Now, we ain't saying all police is bad because we got some good ones. We actually got some good ones out here with us today. But what we saying, those ones that got that racist mentality, it's over for that. Okay? So we need y'all to stand strong on that. When we say back to black, make sure you back in the right bag.
Just a little context here, and there's blue lives or flags here with the thin blue line. Some speak. There's a group of about, let's see, 5 people here.
That's right. That's what he's talking about. See?
Speak louder than words.
Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words.
Speak louder than
That's what
words.
it's about.
Speak louder than words.
Don't that make sense?
Speak louder than words.
Don't that make sense, though?
Speak louder than words.
Action!
The truth.
Make the country today. The truth. Paul Worth.
Stop bullshitting for votes. Show who you really are. We're all Americans.
Talking, brother.
There ain't no bullshit. Good old boys love.
Exactly. Well, we always say we know all lives matter, but the thing is, man, a lot of times this country devalues black people, so that's where we got a problem with. That's what it is.
No justice.
But we need y'all more action. We need y'all to step up. We need to be talking about it in your circle. I know when you get with your friends, y'all had these conversations. Have some real conversations. And show them, let them know how you feel. We do. What's your name? Jim. Jim? I'm DeWaun. All right. Good to meet you. Nice to meet you, Jim.
You never call.
Hey, Johnie. Yo. Where you are here? You want up there? Wherever you say. You don't see it? You don't see it?
sign paper.
You
can't sign
Not just that one.
So at this point right
I'm
now,
gonna stand here.
we asking everybody to take a kneel. And this is for our brother that we lost, George Floyd. And we stay down for about 8 minutes and 46 seconds. And that's how long that he
Not
lived.
only George Floyd, but every black life that has been lost to police brutality across this country and around this world. Because we want justice, and we getting it.
It's a powerful moment out of blessing right now. I just want y'all to know.
And if everybody can do me a favor, hold up the fist for as long as you can. Because this right here, we stand in solidarity.
Wow. Powerful moment. I see Miss Carter. You became a good friend of mine. Now think about this when you're down there on the knee. I know some of our knees are probably hurting right now. But just think about George Floyd as he was on that ground. But not only one knee had break his neck, but 3 others. A total of 4 knees on him. On the ground, 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Screaming out for his mother, who passed away a couple years ago. On the same day. Not only we doing this for him, but we doing this for Breonna Taylor, who has yet to get justice, who was murdered in her own home. Those officers are still free. Those officers are still free. They should have been arrested. We got to stop giving these rogue police immunity. So they can fill out, they can do whatever the hell they want to.
Say it again.
We got to stop giving these police officers, these rogue police officers, immunity because they feel like they can do whatever they want to do and they're above the law. And that ain't it.
That's right.
Nobody is.
That's right.
So when you see that stuff, you call that out. We ain't condoning none of that. We're not going funding him. We're not sending no money to his family. We're not doing none of that crap. You make him hurt. You're right in the pit. Just not give us any one of us out there. They said all these crazy threats coming out here. And then we did talk to the police chief and the mayor. As we came out yesterday, talked to the mayor and the police chief. We sent that letter out to everybody on Main Street. I know everybody who got one on Main Street was a rush. We always understand it's always about peace. We always want to be peaceful. We want to be peaceful. At the same time, we frustrated and tired too. So you gotta understand our
Did want to focus on one thing very quickly. It had a story in the last few days about Billy Taylor. It ran. Our reporter Ron Fonger did something. Saw this gentleman here with the Billy Taylor sign. How you doing, sir?
Hello.
I'm Roberto. I'm with the Flint Journal. And you might have seen we had a story about Billy Taylor. Ron Fonger did something.
When did you know that?
We did a story about Billy Taylor a few days back.
Recently?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. For people that might not know about the story, though, what can you tell them? I did notice your sign here, actually, Billy.
I was his teacher for 2 years.
Wow, okay.
So this picture was taken when he was an 8th grader in the yearbook, and then I met him also in 9th grade
Okay.
as a student, and it was after his 9th grade year that he was killed. And he happened July 8th of 1980. And on July 11th of 1980, I went to the funeral home. It was at J. Merrill Spencer's funeral home. And early morning, and paid my respects, just myself and Billy. And then I went to McLaren Hospital where my daughter was born.
Absolutely.
Just 3 hours later. So we went from very much despair to very much joy. But with Billy Taylor's family, I know they weren't able to experience that same kind of loss of child. So,
Absolutely.
but I've never forgotten him, and I realized it was the 40th anniversary.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
For people that might not know, he was killed at the hands of.
he was killed, and the family, as far as I know, at the time there was no repercussions like there have been today, police officers being fired and so forth, but the family did, I understand, bring a suit against the city of Flint, which was settled, I think, and 3 years later, I believe it was, So forth.
And what would you want people to know about Billy? I know you said you were his teacher.
Well,
anything.
Billy was a fun kid, actually, and you would call him a troublemaker and so forth. He was quite impish, I would use that term, and so forth. As a matter of fact, that particular year, I think we had a teacher strike, and so we always took an annual trip to Cedar Point. And I think our Cedar Point trip was, when it was usually in May, I believe it was later June. I don't think we ended school until just a couple of weeks before this happened. And we were, another counselor and I, named Earl Beauchamp, we were at the bottom steps of the bus helping kids load to go to Cedar Point. And Billy was on the bus, but he just had to come down the steps and, talk a bunch of junk and so forth. And when he left, finally went back in the bus, and Earl just said, "Isn't he just a little S?" Which kind of, put him on and everything. And I'm sure that, Billy just, of course he was doing wrong by breaking into this house on Basil Lane with a bunch of other kids. I don't know if anybody else was ever caught. I never realized that, but they all scattered. And, but, having a juvenile record and getting shot and killed are two different things. And it wasn't right. It wasn't right for him. And so I just felt, since that was coming up here and this rally was taking place today, I would just come out and show my support for one that I knew when it happened.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I appreciate it.
Very welcome. Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you.
Did want to address one thing for Christopher Trevino. And I know language is very important, being a journalist myself. The organizers, though, did call this a march and a protest. So they used both words in regards to the event. So those are kind of the words that I've been using as well throughout this live video. So just a note.
Wow. I went through a lot of anxiety before I came out here. There's some people that's way down on Main Street that was talking crap to me on Facebook, sending me death threats, popping my head off.
All right.
Shoot his head in between the eyes on the other crib. I'm still standing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. Racism does not belong in this town or the rest of the county or even the entire country. It ain't happening. That goes for racism against indigenous people. This includes Indians. This includes Hispanics. This includes Latinos. What have you. It don't belong here. Somebody like messaged my mom and telling me that me and DeWaun might die today. Somebody will get their casket ready.
Wow.
That's some wild stuff, man. I'm trying to be real peaceful with the kids out here. We appreciate the kids out here too. So I got a lot of choice words for that.
They don't know though. I've been ready.
But we not for this. This is what we born to do. I appreciate these kids from Flushing. Y'all like only what, 17, 18, 19, 20, maybe 22, 23? 28, some of y'all. Some of us here right now is maybe in that age range. Like DeWaun said, y'all the next prosecutors, DAs, attorneys, lawyers, police officers, possible president. You never know.
Come quick.
Hey, amen to that nigga. Honestly, all I have to say this, man. We still here. We still standing. Whatever the next move is, I'm going to leave that to them. I just want y'all to know something. We appreciate every single one of y'all for coming out here into this hostile situation that was created last week. And look where we is now. No justice? No peace! No justice? No peace! No racist? Police! Black lives? Matter! Black lives? Matter! Black lives? Matter!
All right. Now, I just want to thank you for coming out here, and I want y'all to leave today with a new mindset. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all got pretty open mindsets already, but you know, go out into the world. Don't just like the movement does not end here. Your part is not done just because you came out today.
That's right.
We gotta start. Well, we already started, but no, we gotta go deeper. It's not just about talking. We gotta do actions. We gotta get inside the system and change the policies. So from this day forward, y'all remember to get out there and vote. Every single vote matters. Y'all know how happy I am to be able to vote against Trump this year? I mean, really, do y'all know how happy I am that I get to vote this year? Every single one of y'all that can vote better be in them polls voting.
Get him out.
It starts in the lower levels. So pay attention to your school boards. Pay attention to your city council. Pay attention to your police officers. Searching court. Well, y'all know. Okay.
Where's y'all?
We about to go ahead. Turn around. Go ahead and finish this out. Let's do it strong. Let's make sure the racists can hear us. Because I don't think they heard it. So let's make sure that they heard it.
Just a heads up, the crowd is going to be heading back towards the
No
park
justice!
here.
No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! No racist! Police! No racist! Police! No racist! Police! I can't breathe! 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 I
So no, that is not the police. That's just a loudspeaker with a kind of a siren going off. Police are blocking off the street, heading back towards Main Street.
Matter! Matter! Matter!
There's a sprinkler here for people. They need to cool off.
They got the memo. They knew we was coming. So they locked the doors, moved the car. Act like they wasn't here. Silence! It's violence! Silence! It's violence! Silence! Okay, man, I see you super cool. I can't breathe! I can't breathe! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
Mattering is not the minimum. We are loved. We are valued. We are important.
Yeah. This is what the
I might wrap up here shortly. They're just making their way back to the park right now, down Main Street in Flushing. I think after that, the group is gonna disperse. So this is Roberto Acosta with the Flint Journal, MLive. Thanks for joining us here, and catch you next time. Stay cool this week, and take care.